Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Her PlayBook podcast, a go-to space where we share real-life, unfiltered stories of successful beauty queens in Uganda. Now today on the episode, I'm excited about this guest because she went to a pageant I really love. And so she'll be sharing her story, she'll be telling us about her journey in the pageant industry, where she is now, what she thinks about the pageant industry, and what we should expect from her in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome with me, Miss Universe DRC, ILDA AMANI. Yay! So glad to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Finally.
Finally, I know. Finally, I'm very happy to be here.
So nice to see you. I've been reaching out. I've been praying that, every time I try to get you, like, I'm not around. And I was like,
I know, the back and forth. But I'm glad to be here. We're doing it today. So let's do it.
So for someone who doesn't know who ILDA is, who is ILDA? Where was she before the pageant? The pageant career came in. What was she up to?
Well, before that, I was just a girl in a small town back in Congo. I'm from the South Kivu. I'm from Bukavu. And I wouldn't say that I remember what ILDA was before pageantry because I started so early. I started in high school. But before that, I was just a small girl in a small town with very big dreams.
Big dreams, yeah.
So apart from that, I'm actually the initiator or the founder of the AMANI Foundation, which is a platform that works to promote education, to empower women, to promote environmental sustainability. And should I go straight to all the presentation or let you ask the questions?
We'll get into it because I really want you to tell me how you got to start this initiative and what was your passion behind it. Take me through your first pageant. How did you pick interest in it? Has it always been like a dream of yours? How did you pick interest?
Absolutely not. I didn't know anything about pageantry. I was in S5, and we were organizing the Women's Day in high school. So we needed 12 girls, and we just had 8. So me and my friend were like, we have to fill up the space. And so we did, and then I won, and that's where everything started. After that, I did pageantry, some pageanting like for schools, and then I did it's like for my province, the South Kivu, and then from there, that's how I just went into pageantry.
Okay. So I get to meet you when you were you wanted to contest for Miss Africa Calabar. Take us through what were your expectations, because this looked like a big pageant in Africa, and you're like, okay, why not represent the DRC? What were some of your expectations going into this pageant, and what was your experience?
So before going for Miss Africa, I had tried Miss Congo in 2018, and the pageant was cancelled. And after that, I got to do my research and see like pageantry that I can apply on, because from high school to where I was, I understood the impact that I can have through pageantry. So when I did my research, I learned about Miss Africa Calabar, and in Tistringly, is that even a word in English? I don't know. Guys, I'm not an English person, so I speak French, so bear with me. The winner that year was from Congo. Dorcas Dienda was from Congo. So I literally studied the pageantry. I studied Miss Africa. From the first edition, I was like, what are they standing for? What is the purpose of this pageant? And it was something that I felt like aligned with my goals. And I was like, let me just go. We can have a back-to-back. I really went there for a back-to-back, but unfortunately we did not do that. We were not able to make it, but I made it to the top 5. And from there I was like, okay, after this, what do I do? And I went on to applying other pageants. I think we'll get into that later. But Miss Africa for me I didn't really have big expectations because on the internet, you just had a few bits and pieces of the pageant and then the finale. So I focused on the finale. I was like, can I do this? I was like, yeah, I can. And in my head, all the pageants I was participating in were like a preparation for the biggest pageant I won, because my goal has always been Miss Universe or Miss World. So I was like, I need to get the experience. I need to know how it's done. And I went to Miss Africa. I did top 5, and that was it. Yeah.
So coming back from Miss Africa, are there things that changed about you that perhaps you didn't even know about yourself? Did you discover like strength about yourself and you're like, okay, I think I could actually give another pageant a chance?
I actually discovered that I can take criticism, because from that pageant I got a little bit of backlash from some people of my country, because they felt like I did not really represent the women of Congo, like based on my physical features. And from that, the criticism, you have like the pressure from, because when you're going into a pageant, you never go as yourself, you go as the country. So it's there, it's like Congo, DR Congo. So when you go for something like that, and then the people who are supposed to support you, you have a little bit of backlash from them. It gives you thick skin. You're like, okay, well, I don't have everyone, but I still have some, and I think I can work with that. But still, being a human being, we mostly focus on the negative, and that negative actually builds like some character in me, because I did not let it stop me, because it started from the moment we did the casting, because we had to go to Kinshasa to do the casting. And from that, I started getting a little bit of backlash. I was like, it's okay. I get that all the time. I never believed that me not looking Congolese, the way people say, is an insult. It's like, yeah, I'm African, you guys. We are all humans. We're all Africans. It's okay. But then from the messages I kept receiving, it was a bit of like a lot of negativity with that comment. So I started looking into it like, you guys really feel like, because I don't look like maybe the people from the West in Congo, I don't really look Congolese. At some point I even felt like it was, what is the nice word? It was a bit of being uneducated. But then it helped me build character.
Okay, so when you talk about, sorry to take you back into that. When you talk about the perception that the people in Congo had of you and how you look like, does it also connect to their views on pageantry in general, or it's just on?
No, it's just on my features. Does not have anything to do with pageantry. Pageantry is also another story, because they also have another view of pageantry. But it was specifically from the way I look, like my facial my features, actually just physical, the physical side of ILDA. That is what they had a problem with.
Okay, so Miss Universe comes to Congo. It had been a long time, a long time. So I can say you brought back Congo into the game. How did you make up your mind and say, okay, this is my moment. Let me use this.
So before Miss Universe, I went to Superstar. It was like an online thing, and then I did not win. And after I went to a pageant in Congo, I finished first runner-up, and it was like the only pageants happening in Congo. I finished first runner-up, and then after that, I said, from here, it's either I go to a big pageant or I just don't go to any pageant at all. And I did not have any idea that Miss Universe was coming, because we did not know. And just one day I'm scrolling through Instagram, I see there is a flyer, Miss Universe Congo is back, the national director was there. I was like, I did not make up my mind the time I saw the flyer, because from there, like, I'm grown, because I started pageant very, very young. From there, like, last year I was 26. So my perception of life has changed. Now I want career. Now I want to be a woman of, like, as myself. I have this going on. I was actually from just finishing my license. Is it license? No, my degree in English is degree. So I was done with university. I was just waiting for graduation, and I was like, is this really what I want to do? Because knowing how pageantry is, it requires a lot of energy. Of course, I actually had no idea of the energy it requires, because before that, I did not win any big pageants. So I just had my idea, but it was very far from the reality, actually. So it took me a lot of time to make up my mind. I remember sending my video for the casting, I think one day before they closed. And when I did, I think the 2 or 3, like the next day, they posted my video, and it was everywhere.
Viral.
And even before that, people were sending me the flyers, like, Ilda, you have to go for this. I'm like, you guys, do you know Miss Universe? It's not just, it's not small. You can't just be there going because you want to. You have to be prepared. You have to know that you can actually give it your all, and you can have the impact that you want to have. And so I did send my video, and that's how everything started.
I remember seeing your video and like, that's the girl to beat. Like, when I saw it, I was excited. I was like, oh my God. So when you get into Miss Universe Congo, you know, you go through the auditions, you go through the camp. How was, like, your experience? Was it a bit different from the pageants you had taken, you know, part in? How was the competition? Did you have this feeling that you would actually win? Did it ever cross your mind? Or, you know, you were just like, let me just give it a try since it's Miss Universe?
There is no pageant that I entered saying that, let me just see what's going to happen. I want to win. So I entered with the will and the want to actually win. I was seeing the finals. Like, the whole time I was just seeing the final nights, like, I have to win this thing. And then when we went through camp, it was different because we were not in, like, the same place. So the girls were all at their homes, and we met every day in the morning, and then we spent the whole day together, and that was camp. So it was a bit different from what I thought it was going to be. And then we were in the camps, if I should call it like that, for like 2 days before the finals, and then the finals. During that entire time, I was very focused because I knew I had some bit of experience. So I knew that there was a mistake I did in Miss Africa is I came in and I started studying all the contestants. I was like, this is, she can, and I think that's how I got a little bit lost. But then when I came in Miss Universe Congo, of course you have to know your competitors.
Exactly.
But I just look through, and from the moment we started the competition properly, I did not look for what is happening with contestant number 6, number 8, number 10. I did not care. It's not I did not care, but I did not want to know, because I knew that as much as you can be strong mentally, the comments can get to you. And I did not want that. So I focused on my journey. It was 2 weeks, and all those 2 weeks the first week I was mentally, physically, I was strong. I was in the game. The second week I was tired. I got really, really tired, and it showed. Even after the organization told me that we saw that you were tired, and then I felt it, and I was like, I'm done. I want to go back. I want to stay home. I used to come back home and tell my mom, I can't do this. And my mom was like, you started something, you just have to finish it. Even her, she was she felt for me because she was like, you are leaving at 5 because I have to be on time.
Yeah.
And we have to meet maybe at 7 sharp. So I'll wake up at 4 something or 5 because the traffic in Kinshasa also is very unpredictable. And then I come back home very late in the night, and then I have to wake up again. So it was mentally, physically, it was draining. At some point, I felt tired, but then I have to sit with myself and remind myself why I want to win the crown, why I want to be Miss Universe Congo. And I think 2 or 3 days or 4 days before the final, I went back into the game, and I was like, we just have to finish this. We just have to finish this because you said you're going to win. And with this mindset, with whatever you're doing here, you're not going to win. So that was it. Living with girls from different parts of Congo, some were actually from the diaspora, wasn't, I think, I wouldn't say it was hard. It was actually hard because I was prepared. I knew that where there are girls, there can be misunderstandings left and right. And then I was among the eldest in the, is it oldest or eldest?
The oldest.
Oldest in the the batch. So actually, I think I was the oldest, if I remember right. So I had a little bit of, it's not, I don't even say that it's maturity because I was just calm. Like, let me just look at you guys. Maybe I will learn, maybe you know what you're doing. Let's just go through this together. But I never had that thing of, I'm the oldest, so I know what to do. I'm going to tell you what to do. I've never had that because I knew that in a competition, it's not your age, it's not your height, it's not any of those. It's actually what you bring to the crown. And with that, I was going with it day by day, making sure that I give it my all. I show up as 100% me, with the pressure also online because it took. It went not viral, but it gained some public. The public was following a bit, and the pressure went really high because people have expectations and they want you to be a certain way. And I was fighting the urge to want to please everyone so that I'm everyone's favorite. The good thing is I entered that pageant knowing that I'm not going to be liked by every single person. So it helped me, but being a human being, the pressure is going to get to you. So I was trying to stay focused so that does not get to me and just go through the camp.
Yeah. So on that night, the grand finale goes on, and then, you announced, ILDA AMANI Miss Universe Congo. Can you put to words what that feeling was in that moment? Could you even remember anything from that night?
I think I do. I actually remember the whole night up to the moment they said number 15, ILDA AMANI. And then everything was so fast, like I didn't understand what was going on. But the whole night, I remember that day, in the morning when we were going to the venue to do the last rehearsals, everyone was tired. We were very, very, because the night before we did not sleep. We slept up for 3 hours.
Rehearsals.
Yeah, because we had to do rehearsals on the venue, understand the choreography and everything. So we were all very, very tired. And then that morning, I became so emotional. I did not understand. And in the bus, I had my AirPods on, and I was just worshiping. I had my playlist, and I was worshiping. I was praying, and then I remember I even started crying in the bus. And I'm like, these people, they don't have to see you crying. If you start crying, they'll say that you're weak. But I just couldn't help it. I started crying at some point. I think also other girls were crying. We were all very emotional. We were tired. So after that, I remember the last prayer, the prayer that I said is like, God, may your will be done. And that was it. I was like, let's just like my thing with pageants, like especially the final night is like, you guys, we have to go through the night. And going through the night is just enjoying the whole thing. Because at this point, I don't think there is anything you can change.
Once the show starts,
it starts and it's gone. So we did hair and makeup, we were ready for the show. And there was a lot of chaos. You know how backstage is. There is a lot of chaos. Someone is crying because their makeup is not done well. Even me, my makeup was terrible. I had to redo it. I said, no, I'm not going on stage like this, because like my normal usual ILDA, I don't wear makeup often. So if you put a lot of products on my face, it shows, and I look different. And when I know I look different, I won't look confident. I won't be confident. So I was like, we have to redo this thing. And the makeup artist, the lead makeup artist, was very nice. She was like, okay, sit. What don't you like? We have to change it. And we did. And then after, we just went for the dance.
The opening number.
The opening number. And I'm not a good dancer. It's very sad to say that, because being Congolese, you have to know how to dance.
Yeah. You're known for.
And I'm not the worst, but I'm not the best dancer. So I was in my head, I was like, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do that, before getting on stage. And then when on stage, I saw the people, I was like, they don't even know what you're supposed to do. So just do what comes to your mind. And I did, and the whole time I was smiling, because they told us if you don't smile, you're not going to win. And it was very hard to smile throughout. At some point I was even shaking, and my teeth were dry. So
you keep trying to rub your teeth with your thumb.
I even put Vaseline on my teeth to help, but it did not help. We did the opening number, and then after that the pressure was down, because you've been on stage, you've seen what has to be seen there, and you're like, I can do this. So we went, and then the whole thing went by very, very fast, because I think from there we did swimsuits, and then we did another entrance where they had to go through eliminations from top 10 to top 5. Top 5, I was the last one called. And at some point I felt like maybe this is not happening. And then we did the top 5, we answered the question. I remember preparing for the Q&A so much, and the question they asked me there, nothing to do with it. They're like, how did you prepare? I was like, what do you mean? Ask me about my advocacy. Ask me about ask me something else. What do you mean, how did I prepare? So I was like, what am I going to say? So I had to think about something that I know is not really talked about in my country, and it is mental health. So I said how I prepared physically. I had to be in shape, and then my mental state had to be also in shape and the best, actually, because most of the time when people see pageantry, they see your looks, but it is a mental game. So I had to put I say that because I was like, let me talk about mental health, you guys, because right now, what am I even going to say? And I was very concise. I didn't want to talk for a very long time, because I knew if I start talking for a very long time, I'm going to lose the chain of thoughts, and it's going to be gone. So I talked about it, and I was like, thank you very much. And I went back, and that final night had a controversy after it, because there was a top 5. From the top 5, they had to call the top 3. They called the top 3, and then the judges, there was, you could see that there was something going on, and you're there, you're smiling, but me, what's going on? We saw the judges taking the mic, and then there was a contestant who had the most votes from the jury or something like that, so they had to call her. So they called another contestant.
And now you're in top 4.
Now we're at top 4. And the minute they called her, they removed one girl.
Ouch.
Now we're the top 3. So that was a problem. They're like, why are you calling 4 girls to just, why didn't you just let go on with it? Why do you have to call someone and then just to eliminate them at the next minute? It did not make sense. And the issue with that is that because the girl who was in the top 3 and then was removed from the top 4 was asked a question in English. Yet Congo is a French speaking country. So that was chaotic. I'm like, why? It's like they singled her out.
Yeah.
And from that moment, I knew after this final that this is going to be something. But that was not over. After that, they had to call the second runner-up, then the top two, where you were there, you're holding hands.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I don't even remember what I was thinking. I was just standing there because I was standing with the girl I was saying, if I don't win, she can win.
She can win, yeah.
And at that time, I was like, I mean, whoever wins, it's okay. Because like the whole time I was saying, there's nothing I can do. You've done your performance. You've done what you could have done to the best of your ability. Now it's just the judges and the organization. Just stand there.
Just stand there.
And I looked at her. I remember we said something. I was like, is it you? It's you, something like that. And then they called my number and my name. And the public it was divided. Some people were saying I corrupted the organization. Other people were very happy. The jury was, I don't know what, because I did not know what was supposed to happen then. Me, I just stood there. I did not actually believe that I won. And I remember all the pageant I've gone through, everything that I've done to just be there. But the public, everything was something felt wrong. But I don't remember that at that moment. I realized it. And then the national director came on stage. She gave me the sash and crowned me. And then I stayed there. And then when they put the crown on my head, that's when I realized, okay, you've actually won. And then I started looking for my mom in the public, and I saw her, and she came next to the stage. I knelt down. I started crying. I was crying. I even forgot that I'm a beauty queen now. I was crying, and my mom she just she blessed me, the sign of the cross on my forehead, and I had to stand up and keep waving at people. And then they took me off stage because there was a lot of something happening backstage, and that was the night. And from there, it just went up. It went up.
Oh wow, that's an interesting experience. So you now Miss Universe, Congo, and you now have to prepare for Miss Universe, like the biggest pageant. How was your preparation? How, as we all know, Miss Universe, contestants put in a lot of hard work. We've seen girls train for 2 years just to go for Miss Universe, and here you were crowned. How many?
It was 2 months.
2 months for you to prepare. Yeah. So how was your preparation?
September, October. Yeah, 2 months. My preparation was very chaotic. Because after the final, there was a scandal. The organization had to handle that. But then also, there was a lot of missing components for my preparation, and it just made the whole thing very, very hard to live. I remember I lost weight drastically. I feel like I lost the weight in one night because I don't remember the time where I went from this to this. I lost over, I think, almost 10 kgs, and it was just draining. I was drained the whole time because I had followed Miss Universe from 2015. So I knew that you have to put in a lot of work. And I kept saying I'm not ready. I have the will, and I know if I'm trained properly, I will be ready. It's not like it's not magic. I can do it, but unfortunately, the preparation was almost non-existent. I remember training for catwalk, which is one of the biggest actually components in Miss Universe, because Miss Universe is a show. I did catwalk 3 times. Three times. I did not go to the gym. I went to the gym also 3 times. because there was a lot of back and forth in some like to see some officials, and it was taking a lot of time. It was taking a lot of my energy, and in the meantime, I was getting attacked again for the way I look, and so with Miss Universe, it took another level. That's when I actually understood what bullying is, because people took it personal. I think they even went to some high people in the government to actually say that I'm not Congolese. It was a whole campaign to say that I am not Congolese, because some girls that year felt like I corrupted the organization. The organization was corrupted. They had chosen me before, like a lot of things. So they had a whole campaign, which I actually understand. Okay, I don't understand the campaign, but I understand the feeling, because I've also lost before. And I don't even feel like I had the time to ask myself how I feel about that, because at some point I was like, okay, I understand, but what are we going to do? And the best thing was that I knew that I won on merit. I did not know anyone in the organization. It was just a new organization. I also sent my video, joined, and I was contesting. So it was such a nice feeling. That's why I always tell girls, like, don't go in with the mindset of corrupting, because we know that, like, Africa, there is a lot of corruption going on, even in the things that shouldn't have corruption in them. Just win on merit, because when you do, if there is anything after, because there will be, there is always someone who's not going to be happy that you won. You won't be affected by it, because you will know that I worked for it. So with all that, and the preparation was not there, I was stressed, because I was like, I have to go to Miss Universe. When I go to Miss Universe, of course it is Congo, but they're going to see you. After 38 years, you can't just show up and do nothing. So it was a very stressful time for me. And I always say that if I knew when I won that how it was going to be, I was even going to prepare better. For that. But then, life teaches you lessons.
I know. So you get to Miss Universe, with, girls that have almost 10 suitcases, girls that like have prepared forever, and you're there. How was it like, competing, coming from Africa? It's a bit different.
It is.
Is the treatment different coming from Africa and other countries? How was your whole experience? Do you feel like maybe if Africans were trained better, they could actually perform?
Absolutely. I feel like if we were trained better, we would perform. And I even felt like this year that was last year now, in Miss Universe, we had a lot of strong contenders from Africa. It was a very, very strong year for us. And I'm putting myself in it, even if I did not prepare properly. We had our shot, but I don't know what happened. We just had, I think, two girls from Africa. The treatments was different, but I wouldn't say that it was different just for Africans. Like it was like the whole group, everyone was complaining, like, or not everyone, some girls were complaining, and they're from different continents. So the treatment is different, definitely. But then again, we were in Mexico. They speak Spanish, so of course the Latinas will be more comfortable because of their language, and even the staff will relate more with them because they can communicate. So I would say, if we're given, actually there was something that's going on with the Miss Universe Congo now, and I made a comment saying that you can't be comparing the Grand Slam beauty queens with Africans. If you want to do that, give us the same support, give us the same preparations, and then you can compare, because that is very unfair for the public to expect the same result when they're not given the same tools, you know, to compete. So yeah, we have a lot of work to do in the pageant world in Africa.
Do you feel like if you had the strong support of your country behind you, and like, okay, this is our girl, we have to support Congo, could it have changed your performance? Probably.
I don't think that it is just one thing. I would say that if I had a better preparation and then I also had the support, definitely, because I even feel like my performance was not bad. Honestly, it's I look at my performance, I look at videos, and I'm so proud because what I thought I would do, I exceeded my own expectations. So I was like, I am very proud of the performance I gave. But when you have a lot of support behind you, it's even the organization itself, it sees that, you know, they see that, and you have more chances to qualify maybe to the top 30 and everything and everything. But I wouldn't say that it's just getting more support from the public, because as much as I had a whole campaign against me, I had people who made it a personal issue, like they made it their own dream. People were supporting me from all over, like Congolese that are in the US, they're sending me messages. Congolese that I don't know in Canada, they're sending my mom messages, they're sending my friends messages, like we are behind her, we are supporting her. So I don't want to focus on the people who are against me. I feel like even the people who were there, they gave me a lot of strength, because when I was in the competition, I was drained. Like, I don't even feel like people can see that, but I was drained. I remember at some point I was like, I don't even want to go to Miss Universe because I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And the fact that I've been dreaming about Miss Universe for so many years, so I had everything planned. I was like, I have to have this dress, I have to have this national costume, I have to have this all these outfits, because I know how Miss Universe, it's not Miss World. I know how it is. It's like a fashion show. It's literally a show. So you have to show up. And then I had, let's say, maybe 30% of that. So I was not motivated at all. But the people and the support, they kept me going every single day. So we need to do better. We need to do better.
So you come back, after Miss Universe competitions. You're now back and you have to carry on your duties as Miss Universe Congo. What are some of those things that you are very, very passionate about that you feel like Miss Universe Congo gave you that platform to actually speak about them? So
before Miss Universe, Miss Universe Congo, I was very vocal about issues concerning women. And I was very, very passionate. I still am actually very passionate about period poverty. And that was my cause when I competed, because I was like, I've done something toward this cause, and I want to do more when I'm crowned, because I was like, I'm going to be crowned, even after. So that was my cause. I was defending period poverty. I want to break the stigma. I wanted people to be more aware that there are actually women in our country that don't have access to menstrual hygiene, like talk or even the products. And so when I went to Miss Universe, I had a project that was bigger. And even that, I feel like now that I reflect, I feel like it was so general, it was so big that maybe people didn't understand. Of course, it was something that I really wanted the world to know, because there is a whole genocide in Congo. So I can go to Miss Universe and I just talk about menstrual poverty. I have to talk about the biggest issue that we have, but that made it so, I think, even big for the CI talk and for the Voice of Change contests. I even feel like that's why I didn't win, because I think they asked themselves, okay, there was a whole war going on in your country. How are we going to end it? Give us and I did not give like this is the problem, this is the solution. So when I went back, my my focus was on serving young women. So after Mexico, I went to New York and I came back to Congo. And then I asked the organization, like, what's the plan? Because I still actually am. And when is this good? Sorry, this we're going to cut. When is this coming out?
Soon.
Like, is it before the 22nd?
No, after.
Okay. So I am under contract with the Miss Universe Congo. So I was limited to what they had planned.
Oh, okay.
And I went back and I was like, okay, what is the calendar? What have you planned so far? And they said they were going to get back to me. And then I had to come back to Uganda for my graduation. And I did come for graduation. I went back to Kinshasa, asking them, okay, from here, what do we do? And unfortunately, there was no plan after Miss Universe. And I had to sit with myself and be realistic, you know. I've been in Uganda for almost 10 years now. I came just right after high school. And my life was in Uganda. So if I have to make money, if I have to work, it has to be in Uganda. In Congo, I did not have that. And even when I was going through from the casting, the boot camp to Miss Universe, I was in Congo the whole time. So I was not working, I was not making any money, and I was actually spending it. So I had to sit with myself and like, okay, you want to show that you're making something, you are, you want to stay relevant, because that is actually the fight that we'll have. I have to stay relevant after the biggest, like after the big contest. And I just had to make the hard decision to come back to Uganda and just work and continue with my life that was paying me. And that was, okay, paying me sounds very rude. The life that I was having before, that was actually paying bills. Honestly, I feel like we have to actually talk about the finances and the money side of pageantry. So I had to come back to Uganda. But from there, I was like, I need to work on the advocacy that I brought to the pageants. Because even after Miss Universe, I'm going to continue with it. That's when I came up with the AMANI Foundation. Before that, I had the idea of having a foundation, but I was so scared. I was like, that's a lot of responsibility on yourself. And that is something you cannot come back from. So when you've made the decision to start, you just have to keep doing and improving every single time. And I didn't feel like I was ready. I was, the time I actually launched it, I was so scared. But I just wanted to be part of something that was bigger than me. I always say that the initiative is mine, but the foundation is bigger than me, because the impacts will live on. Will live on forever. There will be other people will join and will just make sure that we keep impacting the lives of the women and of the people in my country. So I had to launch the foundation. I just did it on social media, because when I remember when I was talking to a friend, and they were like, you have to make a whole party, the way beauty queens do. I was like, I don't have the finances for that. And even if I had, the money I had was to make the actual impact.
Yes. I don't spend it on the launch.
I don't want to spend it on the launch and then after I don't do anything. In my head, it did not make any sense. So I just did a social media launch, and I had people were very happy. People were supporting the cause. Some were like, oh, you just want to show that you did something through your year, but we know after this, all the beauty queens do foundations and then after you disappear. And that was actually one of the reasons why I didn't want to have a foundation. Because I was like, people say this, and somehow, somewhere they're right. But then I've been in the shoes of a beauty queen, so I can understand the reason why maybe they don't go on, you know. But I won't let people dictate that, because if I was doing it for me, I was just going to let it go, and I know after Miss Universe, I'm just going to go back to my life, and that is it. But pageantry for me had become a way to serve women and to serve the people, and I had to have a way to do that. So I set the foundation, and that is even what I'm going to keep doing after. So after that, I had there is a campaign that I run in Congo for menstrual health, for the menstrual health month in May. And when I was doing that campaign, when I was talking because I went to a school, and then I went to some women in some area that are underprivileged, and when you hear the women talk, when you hear their stories, when you hear a small thing that you do can actually impact their lives, you see that you don't have to have millions, just do what you can with the small that you can. Because I was so big on reusable pads, because I knew how, like, the daily income of an average Congolese woman. So that is the average. So think of the underprivileged one. What are they going to use? How are they going to even afford? They're not even going to think about buying like pads. It's not their priority, because they have to eat, they have kids, it's a lot. So it's like, how can I help? How can I lend my hand in a way that's going to impact them on not the longest run, but somehow on the long run. It's not just going to be after I've left this place, you're forgotten. So I had that campaign, and unfortunately after that I haven't been able to do anything with the foundation. But I'm planning to do more. Yeah, I'm planning to do more.
So this foundation, is it basically looking at and improving, the lives of people back at home in Congo, or you're looking forward to, incorporating it here since your life is here in Uganda as well?
Well, I would say that I'm still in Congo, because as much as I live in Uganda, I feel like the impact that I want to have, I want to start it at home. Of course, we have a big community in Uganda. We have a big Congolese community in Uganda, and I would love to work with the community, of Congolese community that is here, before expanding it to maybe East Africa and to the world, because that's honestly that's the goal. But for now, I think I'm still in Congo. But if the opportunity comes and I'm able to extend it to here, to the Congolese community in Uganda, I would gladly do so. Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel like, from your experience and all that, there's a way the world, I should say, I'll take it back to Africa, near us here. There's a way people view pageants, and there's a way they view beauty queens. They're like, just a beautiful face. I don't think she has a lot to offer. Have you faced that kind of challenge?
Honestly, sometimes I don't see the challenges. I don't focus on it, but I know the views that people have, because I remember entering into offices, and the people in those offices just saw me as a beautiful girl. You're going there for a very different thing, something that is not even focused, doesn't have anything to do with how I look, but that's where they're taking you. They in Congo, there is this image they have of beauty queens. They feel like they're looking for money, you're looking for the fame, the money. There is a lifestyle that you have to keep up with, and just a pretty face. And most of the time, they don't think that we're actually very intelligent women. So one of my goals throughout my year was to show everyone that you can be a beauty queen, you can be intelligent, you can have values and principles and stand on them, you can be God-fearing, all those things that they don't associate with beauty queens. I made sure that I showed them that you can be that. And it was a daily fight to be able to show up as myself, because with the pressure, sometimes the pressure is, sometimes you start questioning things, and you start talking to yourself like, God, you know what's going on, but if I do this, just don't you feel I'm your daughter? But then every time that maybe I would see something, it make me have certain thoughts, I'll just remember the principles, the God I serve, my mom, because the values and the principles, they come from my mom. And she was, I was very fortunate to have her, even when I traveled for the competition, when I went to the US to go to Mexico. So I was with my mom, and she was with me every step of the way. So I felt like I had someone who was keeping me grounded, even motivating me. Because I remember at some point I woke up in the morning and I told her, I'm tired. After Miss Universe, actually in the US, I was like, I'm done. I want to go back home. This is not doable. I have given it everything that I could, but it's not working. And she was like, no, just finish. That was my mom's line, like, just finish what you started. So yeah, and I think we have the responsibility as the new beauty queens coming into the industry to show our communities and to show the world that we are not just pretty faces, because now you have beauty queens that have careers, that are lawyers, that are soldiers, that's like some are now have gone into the politics. So it's really not about how we look. I always say it's not about how you look or what people just see on the physical part of it. Is truly about the impact that you can make and the message that you carry. Yeah.
Okay. So what advice would you give a girl out there from your experience with pageants, a girl out there that is looking forward to starting her career in the pageant industry? What are some of those things you feel like maybe if I was told earlier, maybe perhaps I wouldn't have faced these challenges, or maybe if I had done this differently, and you'd feel like a girl out there should know?
I feel like the challenges I faced, almost all the beauty queens in Africa have faced them. So the problem is not even the challenges, the problem is the system. The system has to change. But if there were some new beauty queens who are coming into the industry, I'll just tell them, do your research. Do your research and know how demanding this industry is, but don't try to please every single person out there, because you're going to lose yourself trying to do so. And be very realistic, you know. Beauty pageants require money, unfortunately. We don't have those big organizations like maybe the Asian countries or the Latinas. We don't have that. So you have to be ready to put in the finances or to have that support somehow, because it's when people don't have the support, that's how some things start happening, and you want to show up as your best self, and you just start giving in some request of the people of the world who believe that women are just, it's like an exchange. I give you this and you give me money. So you have to be prepared for that, and have values, have principles, and stand on them, and make sure you have like a village with you. Don't try to do it alone, because if you do, you're going to lose yourself again. And have your why. Have your why, because my why has always been to serve, and I looked for ways to serve, and I saw that I could do it through pageantry. So as a new beauty queen, have your why, and make sure that your why is not the reason why you want to do the pageants. Okay, that does not make sense. Okay, make sure that your why can live through the pageant. So even after that, you're still going to continue doing what you're going to do. And remember that even when you win, it's a year. It's not your whole life. So you have to see it as maybe a stepping stone, Don't feel like that is going to be your entire life. Have it serve a bigger purpose. You know, if you have a career, if you have ambitions, look at the way it's going to serve the ambitions and like the bigger picture. Yeah.
Okay. If you were to meet your younger self, the ILDA that was 19-year-old ILDA, and the ILDA now, with all you've gone through, what advice would you give her?
Just to keep working and to keep believing, honestly, because now that I've gone through all the challenges that I've went through, I feel like I needed them, and the only thing that my younger self need to know is that it's going to be okay. You actually have to just keep going, keep going, and that is how I made it here. It's because I just kept going. I was like, I can. You believe in yourself, which is very hard when you're 19. Just believe that you have the dream, you have the ambitions for a reason. So you're going to be given the tools. God cannot give you what you can handle. You're going to be given the tools. Just keep showing up and stay true to yourself.
Okay. And apart from the foundation, what is ILDA up to right now? What are her plans?
I think I'm entering entrepreneurship. I've done that before. I failed. And now I'm re-entering again. I'm hoping that it will be better. But I've always wanted to be very wealthy. I like having money, which is very... But I actually like it because money gives you options, yeah? And when you think about today's world, everything that you need to do requires money. And I believe that I can make the money. You know, I don't have to go and look for someone to give it to me. I can make it. So I'm working toward being a businesswoman, you know, someone who can take care of herself, take care of the people that she loves, and still give back to the community.
Okay. Maybe one last not a question, but it's up to you to maybe just thank a few people that were part of you in your journey of Miss Universe when you think about them out there.
You know, when I think about my journey, I think about like even the people I met when I was in high school, because without them, I wouldn't even be in pageantry. I had a friend, she's still my friend, and actually she pushed me to Miss Universe. She's called Christelle. She told me that I believe in you. When we entered and I saw what you did and I've seen your journey, you can do that. My mother... My family in general, my siblings, but my mother, oh my God, she carried me through the whole experience. Her prayers, her just being there and just telling me, you know, I mean, just finish what you started, and showing that she is there. She literally became like a manager, like a momager. That's how they call them. She was very, very involved, and it helped me because I knew that I have someone from home. You know, I'm not alone. When you go in a different country and you feel like you're alone, it's harder. But I had my mother, so it was very easy. Even now, even when I did my first campaign with the foundation, my sisters, my friends, and my mother, they were there. So my family, they carried me through the whole experience. But then the public, I have a friend. She created a WhatsApp group, WhatsApp support group for me when I went to Miss Universe. And that group became so big that now it is even supporting the next queens, which is wonderful. And without those people, I don't think the journey would have been the same. So every single person that believed in me and they felt like, you know, they gave their time, maybe their resources, prayed for me, and just believed, honestly, they made the journey so much easier. So I can't start calling people because it's going to be very long and I might forget some names and it becomes a problem. But honestly, just the people who supported me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk a whole day, but it's been amazing having you on the show. I'm so happy that you could come through and share your story, and I believe people out there will learn one or two things from your story.
Well, I hope so. I truly hope so. I'm going to go again and talk. Sorry, but I want people to understand that pageantry can be so much bigger than what it is now, but we have to give it the relevance. You know, I always say that pageantry should always be about the impact that you can make. Of course, the glitz and the glam.
Yeah.
Get the people interested, you know? But as much as they're interested, after the beauty and the nice dresses, they're going to tell you, but what are you doing for the society? And beauty queens have so much power, and if given the means and all the tools and the supports, we can do so much, so much. So people should change their perspective of beauty pageants, and we should even stop calling them beauty pageants. They should change their perspective and understand the impact that can be made through that.
Through that. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank
you.
It was amazing having you on the show. And I'll leave you with my 2 cents. The crown may be temporary, but your impact lasts a lifetime. Thank you so much for tuning into this amazing episode. It was proudly sponsored by Techno Mobile. See you in the next episode.